Hey there, folks. Santee at the Arizona Ghost Raiders here. Some of the guns the Native Americans might have used. Let's check into it.
I feel like I'm being watched.
Before the Europeans arrived on the continent, indigenous folks were using edged and pointy weapons to attack and defend. By the time of the Old West, some 350 years later, many of these tribes were well acquainted with firearms. Some acquired them through trade, others were the spoils of war. Regardless, they had them, and many got good with them. Now, the tribes didn't go completely with firearms. Many continued to use bows and arrows. However, the Federal Office of Indian Trade helped make the boomstick available, and they were revered for their accuracy. We've spoken about an alleged Native American sharpshooter during the Battle of Little Bighorn that put the serious hurt on the 7th Cavalry. In fact, bullets pulled out of the ground at that battlefield by archaeologists show the diverse range of firearms used by the tribes. They also used revolvers in close combat. An 1860 account tells of Utes being well equipped with Colt revolvers as well as Hawken rifles. Sometimes in war, firearms break. Stocks crack, screws holding the frame together fall out and go missing. The Plains Indians and others were resourceful. They would cut down the broken stocks or bent barrels and make a compact gun. The other benefit of a shoulder rifle is that it made handling easier from horseback. Rawhide wraps or wire can make a decent repair job as well. One of Geronimo's rifles, a Springfield trapdoor, has a repair like this. Tribesmen also decorated the stocks of their guns with brass tacks and nails. These things were somewhat plentiful due to wagon trains dumping some furniture here and there to lighten their load. Of course, hanging feathers or beads from a long gun was also done. These symbolized an act of bravery during battle. During the advent of percussion firearms, many natives of the Choctaw tribe continued to use flintlocks because flint was abundant and they didn't have to trade for it. However, once cartridge firearms arrived on the scene, the speed of reloading necessitated acquiring those so they wouldn't be outgunned. Then they had to deal with the inflated prices of ammunition put upon them. Many would just buy a bullet mold and reload their spent cases. The large amounts of weapons confiscated during the Indian Wars showed that a mix of firearms from every era were kept and used. Many of these can be found in private collections and museums. Definitely worth seeing their innovation and resourcefulness when it came to modifying their guns.
That was a great shot.
Not so great, I aim for his head.
Well, folks, that's it for another episode. Thanks for watching. Don't forget about Patreon, $3 a month. I'm talking about behind the scenes and bloopers. And also, this week, this holster. Yeah, you remember it from 3 years ago? We did that Slim Jim episode where I actually repaired this and added the fringe to it. And recently, it came back to me, along with this gun, which is pretty awesome. I'll tell you all about it if you check into Patreon. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on down the trail. Once cartridge firearms arrived on the scene, do over.